mute his microphone because we can hear, but no, I'll just let him know. Give me a second there.
For this welterweight fight, Diaz is 5 years the elder. He is 3 inches taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Right now, the kickboxer holding the possession of 20 wins, 3 losses.
All right, like we talked about right here, Overgod picking up Conor McGregor. Now, Overgod is ranked number 4 in the world, top level striker, and it's going to be a real tough test for Bruce to kind of keep that forward pressure off him. But Bruce is a very patient fighter. Expect Rob to kind of time his shots, look for ducking uppercuts, look for head kicks over the top, counters off those leg kicks. And like I said, this matchup is kind of favorable for Bruce Lee Rob here because, you know, Nick Diaz, height advantage, reach advantage. They're both southpaw. If they stay that way, that means that lead hook and that lead uppercut is going to play a big factor in this fight. And that lead hook to the body for Bruce is going to really work out nicely for him. He's got to be so careful of those pull counters of Overgod, but he's a great striker here. So we're going to see what happens. But the stamina advantage definitely going with Bruce Lee Rob, as well as the reach, as well as height, power, a little bit obviously with Ovo here, but it's going to be a tough matchup. And I'm excited to see how this one plays out strategically. Conor McGregor pick up a welterweight. We never see this, but here we go. Going to get this underway. Co-main event of the evening at ESFL 13. The Esports Fight League bringing you right now the 8 best players in the world for PS4 in the ESFL. And right now, Bruce Lee Rob is starting off taking on Overgod and working his 1s and 2s nicely from the outside here. Looking to be careful, be patient, take his time, and try and set up those strikes. Nice straight left to the body here. Great job. We do have the commentary over the top of this as well, but I will try and speak loudly, and I can turn it down if it's getting super annoying, but there we go. And here we go, Bruce Lee Rob finding some nice homes for those straight punches on the outside. And Overgod being so patient right here. Bruce with a little taunt, trying to see what Ovo's got. Here trying to bang down that 1-2 uppercut there. Bruce already out of range for that. And Bruce doing a great job fighting at the correct range, really, for Diaz. Keeping him on the edge where he wants to be. Way on the outside here, and not rushing in on Ovo to set up those slips that Ovo's obviously going to be looking for. Nice big shot with the left hand, and Rob's now getting a lot of taunts off right now. I think he feels good tonight, feels the flow, but this is really early on in the fight. We've got 3 minutes left, and Ovo has to fight like this, has to fight a little bit slower. Got to find his openings and not try and swing wildly. He only needs to land a couple of shots like that, get the uppercut in there. It's not going to take a lot to drop Diaz right here, to drop Rob in this fight. So he's being super patient, as he should be. I'd love to see Rob work the body a little bit more here. He's got that lead hook that is going to be a little difficult to land right here. I'm going to see that left uppercut coming in, so maybe the body shots probably aren't the best option for Rob realistically in this fight. That straight left is going to keep his head out of the way, but that uppercut's right there, and you see it. As soon as he tries to hit the body, that uppercut comes into play, and he's got to be so careful about that. If God keeps trying to look for that uppercut, it's going to really stop the body game attack of Rob. He's going to have to find another strategy to wear down Ovo here. Nice ones to the head and then 2 to the body from the outside. But Overgod here being super patient, like we said, fighting out of a very defensive stance. Doesn't have to land a lot. It's only a 3-round fight though, so can't get caught behind too much on the scorecards, but he doesn't need to land a whole momentum, a whole bunch of power shots. He doesn't need to worry about wearing down the stamina. He's just going to go for that chin and go for that head and got to find the openings. Bruce Lee Rob here, he fights so much out of his stance, Bruce. He always has his hands up, always ready to let fly. There's a nice little pull counter there into a straight left lead hook. Catches Ovo, backs up here. But I hope he doesn't get caught taunting here, Rob. He's taunted so much right now. And Overgod slowly starting to turn up the pressure towards the end of this round. He's got Bruce against the cage, and Rob's got to circle out, find his way back to the center. Good job, now you work the body. But he's got to be careful not to go back there so soon, and watch out for that left uppercut, because God's going to make the read if you come down too low there. And there's the uppercut. Glad that he didn't go back to the body there. Rob would have eaten that one flush on the chin, and that would have been a rug right there. We've got 30 seconds left in this round, and Rob's been doing a good job peppering from the outside, classic Diaz style, but the stamina here advantage really is for God. But this round so far, based on pure volume, you got to give to Bruce Lee Rob. So we'll see how this plays out. There are 2 more rounds after this. You can expect Rob to try and explode at some point, and there he comes in with a 1-2, and a great end to that first round. Wow, what a close round. Nice little leg kick on the outside. We saw that one coming into play right there. But yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup, like we talked about. There's a big lead hand to the body, which, you know, Rob is a great weapon for him to use, and he lands a few of them. He did a real good job not being too predictable with them, landing them when he knew he could get them off, because that left uppercut is something God has been throwing a lot, and he's got to watch out for that. If he throws that hand at the wrong time, that lead right hook to the body, that uppercut is going to catch him, and he has to be careful.
Ariane Celeste on hand as usual.
I've got Jon Anik to compete with right now. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. I'm trying my best. All right, here we go. Second round. This is the co-main event of the evening. As we've said, guys, one of these guys will be knocked out of this 8-man tournament. They will not be able to compete in the final. They will not be able to compete for that belt. Bruce Lee Rob looking real good, real smooth so far in this fight. But Ovo God, very patient, coiled like a snake, and still trying to find a home for that uppercut. But Rob's trying to get those pull counters off here. He's been working them in nicely, expecting him to look for those again. But now Ovo God's starting to turn this up a little bit, finding home for that straight left to the body. And Rob's got to try and get some uppercuts in his game right now. Make reads and stop that straight left. It's always a jab straight left. He's landing it a lot. He's coming up to the head with it right now. Going to the body there for himself with that left hand. Again, got to be careful, watch that uppercut. But Ovo God doing a real good job now, finding that straight left, a home to the head, finding it a home to the body, mixing it up and causing Bruce a bit of problems here. Got to try and find a read. Tries to get the uppercut through it off the left hand side, and that gave him the ability to slip it. So God gets out of the way of that uppercut, and that's really the defensive weapon Rob's got to use right now to stop that straight left to the body and this forward pressure. There's no knees on Diaz. He doesn't have a teep. He has uppercuts, and that's about it to stop this forward pressure. Yeah, Ovo God really turning up now as this round goes on. Gauging the distance, 1s and 2s to the body, returns a 1-2 to the body right here. Left hook, right hook blocked. And these guys are almost mirroring each other, their striking techniques. Sitting right in the pocket here, getting a little bit close for comfort. Ducking uppercut lands nicely there, and Rob's got to be careful. Doesn't want to be here with Ovo God as he works that left hand straight back to the body there. And Rob now with a 1-2. Trying to reestablish this pull counter with the left hand. Gets a nice big straight off there. And God eats that one. Comes back to the body with his own 1-2. And Rob's trying to find some nice space here. Straight left into that lead hand again. And really setting up a nice distance. This is where he wants to be at the pull counter. This distance right here. You can tell the distance because of the feet. Just outside of punching range. Rob's very good at judging that. Sneaks in his own uppercut. But Over God gets his uppercut in there. And like I said, these guys are mirroring each other. Got to watch that big left hand though of McGregor. And that straight left comes so fast and so clean. It's a level 5 technique, I do believe. And Bruce Lee Rob has to be careful of that straight left to the body or to the head. It's coming at him. Nice return there to Rob. He's making a lot of good decisions, Rob, here. He's not being too predictable and landing shots when he knows he can land them. He's not trying to look for the same strike to the body over and over again, because that would be too easy for God to make that read and land that uppercut. But the forward pressure this fight, in this round, excuse me, has all been Ovo God. Oh, but there's the uppercut. It rocks him. And now Rob is hurt. Backing up here. The block is going down. And Ovo God's trying to walk forward. The stamina's pretty low right now. Backing up, resetting. Rob checking there with that big, nice check right hand, which is getting in there, checking again with that lead hook. And he's got to be careful. There's a nice rock there for Ovo God. Rob got caught on the chin here. Not much to Diaz, but that will cost him the round if he can't land something big. Nice straight left to the body. It's been a very even matchup here. This is a real mental battle, a real technical battle. This fight is all about not making mistakes. If you throw the wrong strike at the wrong time and you make a mistake, you're going to get caught. And that is what these two fighters are dealing with right now. Got to work their game, work their strikes, and not make mistakes. Oh, ducked under for the jab. No uppercut came out, but a straight left. He catches him beautifully on the chin right there. And Ovo God rocking Bruce Lee Rob twice in that round. Wow. And you got to give that round to Ovo God right here, guys. Looks like one apiece all in this final round. The Stammers are both close. It's all to play for him. Neither of these guys wants to go home. Neither of these guys wants to go home. They both want a spot. I know Rob wants a spot. I know Ovo wants a spot, and Rob's got to be a little bit careful because he won that first round, but Ovo God really was not throwing that much, and he's done a real good job of managing his stamina so far. And it's that straight left that's coming right down the middle. Rob has to be careful. After he throws, he's still there, and he's getting tagged with that left hand. So Rob has to be real careful after throwing his strikes here. Got to make sure he gets a significant strike in to cause a bit of an animation. A little recoil animation on God to stop him from following up immediately. But he gets on the outside of the jab there. Nice work. But there's a big left hand by Ovo God. Catches him on the chin. Comes in with the left again. Just out of the way. But Rob's got to watch his stamina here. He's so close. Ovo God came back up with the 1-2 there. Rob countered and blocked that nicely. But he jabbed and jabbed again, and he got slipped on, and there's the uppercut. And now Rob's backing up. He's got to be so careful ducking low like that. The uppercut is coming through for Ovo God. The block is still low for Rob, but he's firing back to the body here. Big left hand catches. Straight left comes back from God here, and now these two are going backwards and forwards. Rob knows he's been caught a few times, and he has to try real hard to keep his head out of danger here. Not triple up on that jab like he did before, because he's getting slipped on right now, and that uppercut rocked him real hard.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
1-2 again right here.
Hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Ovo God coming back with that 2 to the body and that uppercut and that left hand. Ovo God's done such a good job so far in this fight, really gauging when and when not to throw that left hand. He's thrown very few hooks with it. It's been uppercuts, it's been straights. It's been very, very few hooks, because the uppercut comes off fast up the middle, and that straight is very nice and powerful and effective. He doesn't need to throw the hook. The vulnerability window is just too big on the hook, and it doesn't cover as much distance as quick as something like the uppercut, which is just as powerful. So he's really avoided throwing that big left hand. He throws it in there after a lead right hand, but that's about it. And now Rob is unable to really get any offense off here. He's pinging him with a couple of shots on the outside, but Rob's got to find a way to land that lead uppercut. Tries to get his head kick in there. Always finds a good home for those head kicks, does Rob. But Ovo God's really turning it up now. 1:44 left in this round, and he drops him. Letting him get back up here, but the head is so low. Look at the head health right here on Rob. Just those continual barrages, those left hands to the chin. He eats another one right there. That straight left is making its way through, and Ovo God's turning up the pressure right now. That right hand catches him on the chin. The 1-2, and it's not even the culmination. I mean, it is the culmination of strikes at this point. It's not even the big shots that's been landing. It's just a straight left that's been coming down the pipe, and Ovo God is just keeping Rob against the cage and working him over right now. Uppercut slips through, and Rob's got to find a way out of this. A straight left catches him on the chin. Rob trying to find his own left hand. Got to keep that block up, because that left uppercut is coming from Ovo God, but it's a straight left that drops him. He's on top. He's pounding him out, and that will be it. Great fight. Great fight. A continual avalanche of onslaught from Ovo God to get him the finish in the end. And it wasn't even the big shots that were landing in the first and the second round. It was just every left hand, every straight left that hit his chin just wore a tiny bit off that health stat. Just a tiny bit off, and over time you realize how low your health is, and there's not much you can do about it. Straight left rocks him right there, ducks under, the uppercuts blocked well by Robbie, tries to throw that lead right hook to the body, tries to get another shot off there on instinct to back him up, but unable to do it, interrupted with some 1-2s down the pipe, and drops him to the ground. And that's a real tough match.